What's up, family? It's your girl, Samantha Lee. What's up, everybody? What's going on with everyone? Let me get myself together. What's up, everyone? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? I am happy to be back. Try to get myself together, y'all. I came on last night. Get my hair together. But let me can y'all see me well? It looks like you can see me from a distance. What's up, everyone? It's your girl Samantha Lee. And I'm back with another one. It's 10 dating tests women use without men even knowing. So we're gonna go through these tests. I have a list. I'm gonna go through it. And I'm going to tell you guys 10 of them. I'm going to explain these tests to you so that when you leave this live, you will have more information than you did when you came in. Okay, so 10 different tests women put men through without men even knowing. All right. And these tests are for a reason. I'm going to explain that as well. Each test and why we do it, or why some women do it. I even tell on myself. Y'all know I be telling on myself. I'll tell y'all that that's better, right? Closer. I'm wearing like a little bodysuit, y'all. Y'all like? I like it. Shout out to J-Lux Label. They need to go ahead and sponsor your girl. But I like my little bodysuit. I have my sunglasses just in case I get a little hot in here. Got my sunglasses. I kind of like the look of a sunglasses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How y'all like the sunglasses? Y'all want me to keep the sunglasses on? No? Yes? Anyway, so if you guys don't know, my name is Samantha Lee. I have been doing this channel for about 2 years. I talk about relationships, spirituality. Really relationships and spirituality is my main focus. I talk sometimes a lot more about relationships and spirituality. Sometimes I don't. A lot of people know me as someone that advocates a lot for men. I do because I feel like when I actually came on to this platform and started doing content to begin with, there was not a lot of content creators that were female that were advocating for men. At least I felt from like a genuine place. Sometimes I feel like some female content creators are just taking from other male content creators, and it wasn't like an original thought. So anyway, I wanted to come on here and be kind of like a happy medium because I have brothers. I was raised primarily with men. I have 2 brothers. My stepdad, my dad are both active in my life, present in my life. I have a lot of strong men that I have great relationships with. And even though I've been, obviously we've all gone through relationships, we all have gone through different things. I still very much am a strong proponent for men. And so therefore I do what I do. That's why I do my platform. I went to school at UGA, go Dogs, got my bachelor's and my master's there. And so in addition to what I do here, I am a therapist by trade. So that is what I do. Yeah, so that is why I do relationship content. I absolutely love relationship content. In fact, one of my favorite, if I'm in a situation or a relationship, really no situationships over here, but relationship with somebody, I watch relationship shows. And one of my favorite things to do for those who are couples and have not done this before, go on, watch a relationship show and talk about the show. Like, not like watch the show, but like break down everything that you see. That is literally so much fun. Literally so much fun. Sit down in a relationship, get you some food because your girl like to eat. And yeah, get wings. If you don't get teriyaki wings with lemon pepper seeds, I don't know what you're doing. Get you some ranch, get you some nachos, some French fries, whatever you want to eat. Get a Friday night. Watch a show like The Ultimatum, or what's the other one? That's not the one. The blind one. What's the one? Love is Blind. And just analyze each, like, what you think that man is on? What is he on? And then that is so much fun. It literally be fun. It literally be so much fun. I love it. I love doing it. That is like so much fun. So just a relationship. If y'all are in relationships, that's something I like to do. I like to do that with my friends too. Anyway, besides the point, we're gonna get into it. So the 10 dating tests women use without men even knowing. Now, y'all know women, we be testing men. And well, at least I think a wise woman should test men. Just like I think men should be testing women. All right. Because I don't think that everybody deserves, or I don't care who the person is. That's just a caveat I have to tell people. Some people give people passes because of who they are, what they do, what they got going on, what they look like. But no one gets a pass. No one gets a pass. No one gets a pass. No one. No one. No one. No one. Because here's the thing, family. Here's the thing. Hear me and hear me clear. Hear me and hear me clear. I'm gonna take my sunglasses off so y'all know. Hear me and hear me clear. If someone knows that they can get away with things because of what they look like, I'm talking about women. You best believe in that relationship, that's going to be something that you're going to have to continue to deal with. So don't give nobody passes because of just superficial things that can be taken away. Don't do that. If you have standards, keep those standards, keep that energy. If a woman that comes at you, and let's say I was just talking to a friend of mine, let's say a woman is like, you only date 8, 9s, and 10s, but now you dating a 7. If there's certain rigmaroles that you would put a 7 through, or a 6 through, or a 5 through, as the same rigmarole you put an 8 through 10 through. Okay? Don't give nobody passes. If you get boundaries, keep boundaries. I don't care. I say that for women as well. Just because might be a man that has certain things or looks a certain way, no one gets a pass. No one gets a pass. You keep those same boundaries. Otherwise, your boundaries are meaningless. Your boundaries mean nothing. Because the right person hits you up, you ain't got no boundaries. Keep that same energy, beloved. Keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying. All right, family. I'm sorry. Let me say hi to people in the chat, y'all. Let me say hi to people in the chat. Y'all see my eyes getting better, right? Y'all see my eyes getting better. I'm going to the doctor again. I'm hoping they just lance it. Just put a needle in it. Just get rid of this sty. It's literally keeping me from being great, y'all. I haven't been able to get lashes in a month. You guys have still been giving me compliments, even though I feel like I look like a naked mole rat. I be looking like a little naked mole rat. People still think I'm cute. I don't know why. I'm like, what? What are y'all seeing? What are y'all seeing? Because your girl ain't feeling herself. I feel like a naked mole rat with these no lashes on. But I do feel better with my style, so it's just a little bump now. So I don't feel as like self-conscious about it. It's like, it's whatever. Now I'm okay. My eyes are swollen shut. So anyway. What's up, Jason? I see Casey's in the chat. What's up, Casey? I see Colton's in the chat. Sam, you're my favorite girl. Oh, thank you. Street Juice. Leonard said, what's up? Let's go, y'all. Sam, we love you. Let's keep Sam and her daughter lift up in prayer. Thank you, Leonard. It has been a difficult week. I'm not going to get into that because I do not want to get emotional. I have moments all day, but I'm coming on here with you guys with the best energy I can muster up. God is good. God is sovereign. I truly believe he does. Nothing happens by accident, right? So I just got to trust God. It has been a season for me, but I'm believing that God is going to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ever ask, think, or imagine, according to the power that is work within us. I believe that. What's up, Pam? Y'all be loving on my Pam. Pam be taking care of me, y'all. Pam be taking care of me, y'all. She be taking care of my daughter. So y'all be love my Pam. Love my Pam. What's up, Larry? Travis in the chat. Ray's in the chat. Nathan, all the way from the UK, back again. Hope you're okay, Sam. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate you. Antoine, how are you, love? Prayers up for you. Thank you so much, y'all. It's been tough, but I'm just trying to find God in it. For those who don't know, I suffered a loss this week, and it's been hard for me, but I am pushing through. Got to keep working. I feel like an idle mind brings negative things. So hair looking fire. Thank you so much. You be rocking these bodysuits, Antoine. I've just gotten into bodysuits. I have just gotten into it, but you can't get me out of it. You know what I'm saying? I like these bodysuits. They be, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, you girl, look, hold on, look at my sunglasses. Let me tie my stuff with my sunglasses on then. Yes. Okay, look. You can't tell me that with my bodysuit. I pulled up to the school with my bodysuit on. Yes, yes, I'm a mama. I'm somebody mama. Proud of it. Bam. Okay, anyway. I'm liking bodysuits. I'm actually going to buy some more bodysuits. I don't know where I'm going to find them, but I need to get me some. I saw one of my friends. She had a bodysuit on that was hot. I need to get that one. I don't know where she got it, and it's probably expensive. Probably won't spend that amount of money, but it was hot. I need that. I need that on my body. That thing was fire. Okay, Nathan. Thank you, Pam Pam, for the donation. So again, you guys, I want to thank everybody in the chat and ahead in advance for Cash Apps, for Super Chats, for all the giving that you guys continue to do. Y'all support me. Even when I'm not on here, y'all be supporting me. So I want to thank you guys so much for the support that you give on this show. And if I miss it in the moment, it's a little harder for me on Monday or Tuesdays when I do the live from my phone. I can't see people that are giving, but tonight is easier for me to see who's giving and give honor and credit where it's due. So yeah. Love seeing your eyes, Sam, but you're rocking them glasses as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, God. Nathan said, I don't know how you can't find happiness. What you mean, Nathan? I'm happy. What you mean? I can't find happiness how? What you mean? Meryl said you need to put me on the big screen. You right. Put me on the big screen. I can't act though. I'm not a good actress. I'm not a good actress at all. But I'm very entertaining. All right. All right, family. Rest in peace, Sparkle. Yes. I need to get me a t-shirt. I was actually thinking about buying Sparkle a star. What y'all think about that? I think about getting Sparkle a star. I can't find the clear glasses. I don't know where they are. I don't know. All right, family. Let's get into it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get Sparkle a star. I want to buy her a star because Sparkle was a star. So anyway, before I get into that. So here are some tests. We're gonna go through the test. And I want you guys to be paying attention, okay? And I want to hear your comments after every single one. If you've experienced a test, please in the chat let me know. I want to hear from you guys whether this is accurate or not accurate, whether you've experienced this or not experienced it. And so we're gonna go ahead. Okay. So, all right. I saw some things here. Huh. Okay. Here's the test. One test that I feel people do. And I'm looking at the list of tests here that I've seen that I did some research, or well, actually, Pam helped me do some research about some tests. I'm seeing which one actually is real. Okay, there's 30 tests here. I'm only going to give you guys 10. So, number 1 is the prior commitment test. This one is observing how the man balances time with her versus his commitment to work, family, or hobbies. Now, I don't agree that this is about him balancing anything. I would say the prior commitment test in my mind is really understanding how the man handles relationships. Okay, so women typically are going to ask you about your past relationship. They're going to ask you how long it was. They're going to ask you what happened in it, blah, 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 blah. We're trying to figure things out. Okay. For me, when I'm gauging information about your past relationship, I'm trying to figure out how long ago was it, how you talk about it, and what do I need to gauge about you based upon that relationship. All right, that's the prior commitment test to me. Every woman you gonna meet is gonna ask you about your ex. She's gonna want to know how good, like she's gonna want to see how she compares to your exes. Okay, she's gonna want to see, how do I look compared to your last most serious relationship? Do I look better than your last most serious relationship, or do I not look better than your last most serious relationship? If a woman is crazy enough, and if she's nosy enough, or she's Inspector Gadget, as I like to call it, she's gonna find your ex. She's gonna find your ex, and she's going to stalk her Instagram, Facebook, or whatever she can find on her. This is tried and true information. Please go ahead and write this down, because these are pure facts. Any woman with some estrogen running through her system is not, if she says that this ain't true, she lying. I'm telling y'all the truth. She want to know what's going on with your ex. Okay, she want to know, because she want to measure up to your ex. She want to see what's going on. Is your ex smart? Is she pretty? What does she do? How does she measure up to your ex? All right. And she's going to want to know how long ago did the relationship end? Why did the relationship end? Did the relationship end because you cheated? Did the relationship end because blah, 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 blah? Do you take accountability if it was your fault? If she's a smart woman, she'd wonder that. Do you take accountability for why the relationship ended? Or is every breakup your fault, everybody else's fault? Now, y'all, that's a red flag to me. When I talk to a man and he tells me it's everybody else's fault, it was the moon's fault, the sun's fault, the star's fault, but it's not his fault. It's always the woman. Well, she did this and she said that, and that to me is a red flag when somebody does not take ownership for their part of the relationship. Because we know, if we've been in relationships long enough, and I'm in my 30s, there's a breakup that happened that was your fault. I don't care what the situation is. There's a part we play in everything, in every situation that we're in, whether we're at working, job, whatever the case may be. So again, the prior commitment test serves a lot of different purposes. It lets the woman know what your type is, because women want to know what your type is. Okay, you are not going to find a woman that is not going to want to know whether she's your type or not. You can check me on this, family. I'm telling y'all the pure facts. Women want to know if you're her type. Why? Because we know being your type and being what you're attracted to, it matters. It matters. We know that with men it matters, and whether we want to sit here on the internet and act like it don't, men absolutely care about what you look like. And if you measure up apples to his ex and you're like, oh, okay, I look like her, I look better than her, blah, 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 blah. You know, some women feel more confident. But here's the thing. We also have to think about other aspects of it, okay? Because like I said yesterday, we talked about this before, that man might have chose her not because of what she looks like, but because of what she brought to the table. So let's say her mind was sharp. Let's say that she was a hardworking woman. Let's say she was loyal. Let's say she was down. When he didn't have nothing, she was there helping build him up. There might be aspects of that situation that made that woman attractive to that man at that time. And so, yes, you might have the look leg up on her, but do you have the other aspects of self that had the leg up on her? You might not. And you might not be able to, because this man might be so up at this point, you couldn't help him in the same way if you wanted to. All right? So you have to just understand, there's reasons why we do the prior commitment test, but every time women do it, a lot of times, women are low-key competitive. All women are low-key competitive. Y'all can fact check me if you want to. I don't want no competition. I don't want no but why? So why y'all all want the same man? If you don't want competition, why y'all all want the same man? At least men that are competitive. Men are competitive. They want the creme de la creme. They want the girl that every man wants. They want that one, especially if he's confident enough. They want the one that when she walk up in the room, she shifted atmospheres. Russell Wilson said when he wanted a woman that would tilt the room when she walked in. At least you're clear, Russell. At least you're clear, beloved. You're clear. I love it. He understood. He understood that, listen, I want a woman that's going, I want a woman that when she walk in, people feel disrespected. I want when my woman walk in, the way her body look, the way her feng shui is, I want people to get nervous. Come on, Russell. I love it. I want a woman who's intelligent, so when I walk into every environment, she's not making me look bad. I got big deals. I got big things going on. Big things popping. Little things stopping. Okay? So again, let me get back to my original point, because I'm over here joking and being jokey Sam. But my whole point is this: women are competitive. And because we're competitive, we like to compare ourselves to other women. That's what we do. And so because of that pack mentality that we have, we will try to compare ourselves to your ex. If we like you, we comparing ourselves to your ex. We're trying to figure out if we are type. We're trying to see if we measure up against her. What does she have going on versus what I have going on? And go from there. All right. That's the pride commitment test, in my opinion. Okay. Number two. The empathy test. This is a real test. And y'all, I'm only going to talk about the test that I think is real. The empathy test. Where a woman shares a story of a difficult or emotional experience to see and gauge his reaction. Family, I have done this a number of times because I've been with men that lack empathy. I've been with men that only think about themselves and are very, very egocentric. I don't want a man that's egocentric. I don't want a man that's so stuck on him he don't see me. So I do bring up relationships, or bring up situations in my life to see how that man responds. I'm telling myself, there was a time where I was talking to somebody and there was something I was going through. Now, mind you, I could figure it out myself, but I want a man in my life for a reason. I don't want to be in a situation I feel like I'm by myself. What's the point? I might as well be by myself. If I'm by myself, I might as well be by myself. So I was talking to somebody and I was dealing with a situation where I was stuck on the side of the road. Long story short, stuck on the side of the road. And it wasn't anything I wanted this man to do for me. Nothing I wanted to do for me. I just wanted to feel like he had my back if I needed him. Because I already had the plan, but I just wanted to feel like I had somebody that really had my back. Well, this person failed. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Are you going to call your dad? You going to call your brother? So what you here for? If you asking me where my daddy at and where my brother at, where you at? But you want to park in my garage. And when I say park in my garage, it's a metaphor. You want to be here, but you don't want you want to have all the relationship benefits. But when it comes down to being there for me the way that I need you to be there for me, when I'm calling you and you want me to call you my man, you're asking me to call my daddy or call my brother to figure out how to help me out of a situation? Oh, no. Okay, well, you're not my man then. Sometimes we tell stories and the point is we tell stories and we say certain things to see and gauge how a man responds. That's just the reality. And y'all, I've been in situations with men where I've dated a guy and he was there for me. There. You don't have to come. Don't worry about it. He was gonna be there. Oh my gosh. I just fell in love with that person. But just was there. And I felt like I had my back. Like that, and it wouldn't even, I was just seeing if he would, but because he was willing, he didn't have to, but he was willing. And then when I said no, he still was like, no, you're my person. I'm gonna make sure you good. That set me over the edge. Set me over the edge. again, it was not because I wanted to be, I wanted somebody to do something for me. I do have great support system, which is amazing. And I thank God for the way that he has provided for me. But the reality for me was just understanding that if I'm going to bring a man into my life and I'm going to bring a man into my world, that is, I want to be in a more submissive partner. That's not for everybody, but I want play a more submissive role. I was looking for a man to step up. If there was things that were going on in my life, I wanted to see, I was testing his response to negative situations that was occurring in my life. And there were men that superseded my expectations. And then there were men that just didn't meet them at all, like failed, like no. And again, but maybe it wasn't failure, like, they failed it was just like, okay, I see what this is. I see what this is, and the way I do it is like, you will never hear from me again. Thank you. Duly noted. I thank you. Thank you, beloved. No, and I hate to laugh like that, but it's just the truth. I feel like time is of the essence, family. I really do. I feel like time is of the essence. I don't, especially with the situation that occurred to me on Monday with my daughter, and my puppy. She felt like my daughter, honestly. I realized how short time is, family. I woke up that day not thinking that my puppy would not be coming home with me. It just gave me such a perspective on time. You just don't know how much time you have. And I don't feel like no one should be in the headspace of wasting time, because this time you just don't get time back. Let me go ahead and thank Benji. Benji wrote me a super chat. He said, "Hey, love, I really miss Sparkles. Text me." Well, you know what, Benji? I really do like you saying love. You've been saying some really good ways of interacting with women, love and queen, and those are great things. When you do baby mama, that throws me all the way off. I'm like, no, that's not, you can't. But the love, I love that. They're very good. You're addressing me. I like that. I like that a lot. But I really miss her too. I really miss her too. Timothy Jett asked a fair question. He said, "Sam, isn't testing a man in his loyalty and love a kind of an insecurity? Men don't like tests and will want to move on from the one that does test his loyalty and love." Well, Timothy, to be honest with you, I've never had that happen. And it's not loyalty and love. It's more like, okay, if I'm dealing with a situation in life, how do you respond? This situation was not contrived. It was not made up. This situation was actually happening to me. I just chose to share it instead of just dealing with it on my own, because this was somebody that expressed interest in something further with me. And so seeing their reaction was important for me to gauge whether or not this person was meant to be a part of my journey or not. It wasn't a situation I came up with, it wasn't a joke, it was my life. And seeing their response helped me to make a decision about whether or not they played a part in my future. Okay. And so, yes, I'll do that. I will ask men questions. I will see what they say. And it's real, but it's a test. What are you saying? What's your response? How do I take that? And I'll take it and I'll run with it, because now you're telling me about you. I don't listen to what people say about you. I'm getting you from you. I'm understanding you from you. So no, I don't think I think men should be testing in seeing how women respond to certain situations. Why? Because you get to know who people are. That's testing doesn't mean like, oh, you're just making something up. But you might say to a woman, hey, I don't really want to go out to a fancy restaurant tonight. I'd rather do something very simple. Let's go to Chick-fil-A. We've been going to fancy restaurants all this time. Let's do something like that. That might be really how you feel, but it's also really good to see how she responds. Do we always have to do 5-star, or can we do something like a Chick-fil-A and you'd be okay with that? That's good information, right? There's times where you can say, if I don't know what the nature of the relationship is or whatever the case may be, but there may be ways that you want to test people's character, how you might want to see how they respond to certain situations and stimuli. That's not, oh, you're wrong for that. No, that's just what you should do. Dating is data collection. It's not, oh, we're locked in and I've made a decision. No, I don't know you. Until I know you, I still got to be collecting data. And the reality is, we never really 100% know anybody. All right, y'all. Ooh, this is a good test. The curiosity test. The curiosity test. Great questions, y'all. Thank you tonight. The curiosity test is test number 3, curiosity test. She notices if he asks about her interests, her passions, and her goals, rather than just talking about himself. She notices if he asks questions about her interests, her passions, or goals, rather than just talking about himself. Y'all, I have gone on a multitude of calls. Like, I you communicate with people, you see who they are, you see, you hear what they say, and you're like trying to gauge whether or not you like them or they like you. Are y'all compatible? Do y'all like the same things? All that stuff. Like, you do that, right? And there have been times where I'll get on calls with people and they're just trying to tell me about every project they've got going on, how much money they're making in that year, what they got going on, what they driving, what they're on. Like, they're trying to let me know how successful they are in the conversation. They could care less about what I got going on, care less about anything that's happening with me as a person. They just I've had moments where men will spend hours telling me about their full on resume and what they got going on and how much money they making. And it's like, dang, do you care who I am as a person? Do you care? Like, do I have goals and dreams, or you just want to tell me about you and what you got going on, and that's it? And the thing is, I will ask questions. I'm going to ask questions. I want to know about the of men. But it's like when you're trying to sell a woman on you and you're just trying, like telling the woman all the stuff you got going on and you got this multi-million-dollar this and this multi-million-dollar that. And it's like, okay, well, do you care about like what I got going on? Do you care or no? You don't care. Oh, you don't care. But these same men will be the men that complain, oh, I don't know if women genuinely want me for me. You're leading with your accomplishments and your money. Why would you think that a woman is coming after you for you? You're leading with the very thing that someone could potentially use you for. Somebody said this to me recently. It's like, in order for someone to be interested, you got to be interesting, or in order to be interesting, you got to be interested 100%. If I'm on the call with some man and I'm just saying, well, you know what, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing this and I don't ask at all what he's got going on. I don't ask at all whether or not what he's working on, what he's excited about. When I'm just talking about me, I would tell a man that's a red flag. I would 100% tell a man that's a red flag. Because if I'm on the call I know me already. I am familiar with Sam. I know who Sam is. So me telling you about me without you prompting or asking those questions, and I'm not even trying to ask questions about you, like that tells me, like, okay, you're not really interested in getting to know me. You're interested in selling me on you, or what? Like, what are we doing? So to me, I think a lot of people, they'll go on these calls or they go on these things and they're so interested in tap dancing and making people see their value. But to me personally, it's like, okay, if you really want to get to know me, if you really want to understand who I am as a person, then you got to be asking me questions just like I'm asking you questions. You got to show me that you're interested in me, just like I'm showing you I'm interested in you. Like, not just trying to sell me on who you are, because that just shows me you're not sold on who you are. Like, if I feel the need to try to tell you about everything I got going on and who I am and that means I'm not sold on me. I'm trying to sell you on me because I'm not sold on me. So again, I think that's a thing that I really do look for and listen for when it comes to men is seeing if there's somebody that I think is um if they're interested in really getting to understand me or know me. You know, do you really want to get to know me, or you just want me to know you and know what you got going on and be able to tell somebody else your resume? Like, I would rather you, like, let's get to know each other, like, respectfully. I want to know you, and I want to know that you want to know me too. All right. All right, family. I think we just got through. We have the prior commitment test. We have the empathy test. And we have the curiosity test. So those are the 3 tests I've covered thus far. We've got 7 more to go. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up, family. 7 more to go. 7 more to go. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one, family. This is good. This is a good one. The consistency test. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a real one right here. The consistency test. So consistency test is she watches how his actions align with his words over time, especially regarding commitments or promises. Y'all, one of my favorite things to see in a man is that his words align with his actions. Are you a man of your word? Can I trust your word? If you're telling me something, can I trust your word? There's a lot of men that will say a lot of different things. And Antoine's like, this is your favorite. This is my favorite. Like, literally, y'all, this is the biggest turn on for me. So the biggest turn on for me in the entire world. Are you a man of your word? Can I trust your word? If you say you're going to do something, you do it. If you say you're about something, you're about it. Can I trust your word? Can I trust what you're telling me? Are you a man of your word? Y'all, this is a big one. I want to see if you're consistent. I want to see if I can trust what you are saying. And that is sometimes shown, or a lot of times shown, through consistency. Consistency builds trust. And this test shows that a man is reliable and follows through. I love a man of his word because it does build trust. It does show me, you know what, this guy really is about, what he says he's about. I know that when he's telling me something, I can trust what he's telling me. That's why, guys, this is another thing when it comes to consistency. I think it should be one of these tests. So I'm going to make this number 4, number 5. I know we're on number 4 now, but I think I'm going to make this number 5. Number 5 test that I think is very important is honesty. How honest are you? And this kind of falls in line with consistency. You can kind of tell when someone's telling the truth, because if I'm telling you the truth is going to have a little bit of it that's going to make me look bad. Right? When somebody's always the victim, everybody's always out to get them. Somebody's always saying, "Oh, woe is me. I just was little Bo Peep." And I can tell when you're telling me the truth when there's something about it that makes you look bad. Right? When you're telling me something about your truth, and that truth also kind of puts you in a negative light, I know you telling me the truth. Because if we're telling a narrative, we want the narrative to make us look good. That's why we tell a narrative. But when you're telling me a narrative and some part of it makes you look bad, I know it's the truth. I love honesty. It's one of my biggest things. When a man can be honest with me, just tell me the truth. I'd rather know the truth so that I can move accordingly, rather than you try to sell me on a lie and I find out the hard way that it ain't true. Nothing about it's true. I want to know that you're somebody I can trust. When you tell me something, I know you're telling me the truth. I don't want to have to question your integrity. I don't want to question whether or not, because listen, y'all, there's times where a lot of men they will lie to women because they don't want to lose the woman, or they're afraid that she, may not talk to them anymore. The reality of it is a woman's more likely to keep talking to you because you're telling me the truth. When you're telling me something I don't want to hear, yeah, I know you're telling me the truth because you're risking losing me. And for a lot of women, the fact that you are risking that makes you more attractive. So, I tell y'all this all the time. You ain't got to lie. A woman will lie to herself to continue to keep talking to you. If a woman likes you enough, she will lie to herself. So don't lie. A lot of times I'll talk to women and this is what they say. Well, at least he's telling me the truth. I hear that all the time. Whether the truth is the worst thing that woman heard, at least he's telling me the truth. I want to know that when he's telling me something, I can trust what he's telling me. For me, y'all, when I've seen something is BS or something ain't right or so there's a thorn in the, I don't like it. It turns me off. I'm completely turned off. If I feel like this ain't the truth, okay, you're lying to me. I don't like a lie. One thing I can't stand is a liar. All right, let me read some of these super chats, y'all, so that I can catch up. Samantha, I see you're a chosen one. The third eye is open. Thank you, Charles. Thank you so much. I would like to think so myself. And we got Nikolai with the super stickers. Thank you, Nikolai. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So the consistency test and the honesty test. When I'm saying honesty test, I'm trying to tell, like I might ask you a story about your past. Will you paint yourself in the best possible life and throw everybody else under the bus? Or will you throw you under the bus? Be like, you know what, I did this wrong. I should have done this. I was wrong. That to me is very, very important in the consistency test. That consistency test is extremely important as well because both of these tests are about building trust. Can I trust you? Can I trust you? And trust builds safety. If I can't trust you, I can't feel safe around you. And for women, a lot of people don't understand this about women. When I say security seeking, a lot of people say security seeking when they talk about money and provider. That's an aspect of security. I'm not negating that. However, there's an aspect of security that every woman is looking for, and it's emotional security. It is emotional security. If I can't feel safe with you emotionally, it will be hard for me to invest in you in any type of way meaningful because I don't trust you emotionally. I don't feel safe. I don't feel like you're going to protect my heart. A lot of women leave relationships because they eventually feel like the person that they're with is not emotionally safe. They can't tell their truth. They can't be themselves. There's just certain things they can't do because they do not feel emotionally safe. Let's say the person is volatile, the person that they're speaking to, that their mood shift like this. And so they say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing. This person's mood can shift and it ruins your entire day. And you can't communicate with that person because they can't handle their emotions. Let's say you're dealing with somebody and they're not emotionally safe. And the reason being is that when you tell them the truth, it becomes World War III. Again, emotional volatility, but not stonewalling to where you're not communicating, but just complete like chaos because of the truth. That's hard. It's hard to be honest with someone when they do not create the space to have a real conversation. How can I be real with you? How can I be real with you? If when I tell you the truth, you go to 10. Every time I tell you the truth, I'm paying the consequences for telling you the truth. So now I'm learning I got to tell you a lie because when I tell you the truth, you don't know how to handle it. Somebody said in the chat, I always say you will attract what you are. Giuseppe, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's not you attract what you are. You are what you entertain. The saying goes, you are what you attract. I disagree. Just to reiterate, I think you are what you entertain. Because you can attract all different kinds of things. But what you entertain is a reflection of who you are. You're entertaining low-hanging fruit, you low-hanging fruit. At least at this moment, you low-hanging fruit. If you're entertaining toxic people, you may be toxic. If you're entertaining constantly narcissists, there might be a part of you that resonates with narcissistic tendencies. I don't like it when people complain about what they attract. Oh, I always attract this type of broke men, or I attract scammers. Then the part of you resonates with being with a scammer. Maybe some part of you is a scam, like that scamming energy. When we are entertaining people, we have to take the responsibility of entertaining them. There might be a lot of people that try to talk to you, but then you end up dealing with the one cheater, the one liar. Again, I'm not saying every time it's your fault, because it's not. But if it's a pattern of behavior that continues to happen, it becomes no longer everyone else's fault. It's now it's the ball's in your court. We can keep blaming other people, or we can choose to heal. We can keep blaming others, or we can say, listen, let me take responsibility of this so I can become a better version of myself that will attract and entertain the right spirit. A lot of people, they spend their space in, oh, I'm going to blame everybody else but me. Well, how do you grow? How do you grow? How do you grow if you don't take accountability for your actions? How do you grow? All right, family. Let me do another one. All right, another test. I don't know if this is something that is common anymore. But this is a test. The intellectual depth test. Remember, y'all, we are on test number 6. This test was, done, I think, a lot more when we, long time ago. But it's the intellectual depth test. And that test is introducing a deeper topic of conversation, philosophy, politics, societal issues, to see how that man engages. Some women will bring up deeper things. Now, I don't think a lot of women want to go deep today. I ain't gonna lie. But I do like it when men bring up deeper conversations, because I want to see what they have to say about it. So, because a lot of, I'm just going to tell on myself, a lot of men will come and be about spirituality and speak about spirituality openly. So they'll come and be about spirituality. Some will choose the way of trying to criticize my belief system, or some will come at me and they will have a perspective about my belief system that is deeper. Both of them have the same goal, which is to engage with me because they believe intellectually is the way to stimulate me. And I get that. That's fair. Women utilize this test to see how deep this man is. Now, let's be very clear. Even if you have this conversation and you don't pass a test, if a woman likes you, she gonna make you pass a test. If a woman don't like you, she not gonna make you pass a test. Because y'all, this all kind of boils down to attraction. Attraction's first, this is second. If she's attracted to you, and that might be your status, that might be your looks, that might be the success you've accumulated. That might be another thing that she's attracted to. How attracted she is to your package will be how she kind of values this test. If she's not that attracted to your package, but she's giving you a chance, if you don't pass these tests, you out of here. All right. So it really does depend on how attracted she is to the package, how much wiggle room you have in not necessarily passing the test the way she wants you to pass the test. All right, y'all. Number seven. Number seven. This is a test I feel like more in the deeper realms of dating. It is the jealousy test. Jealousy test. Jealousy test. Where women will bring up other men intentionally to see how this man reacts to this situation. Yep. That means I might bring up, oh, I saw so and so. So and so decided to bring me coffee today at work. So and so told me that, he said that I was the prettiest thing he done seen all day. I was in the grocery store and somebody just said I was like the most beautiful thing they've seen all day. All of that is to test you. All of that is to test you. It's the truth, family. It is the truth. Somebody said, is the jealousy test risky? No, not with men. It's not risky at all. I think that the jealousy test is not risky with either gender, if we're being honest. I think men, when men try to do the jealousy test, and I pick up on the fact that they're doing the jealousy test, it's a turn off because it's kind of like I see a lot of women doing that. I don't really see a lot of men doing that, so it's kind of a turn off for me. However, the jealousy test is an effective tool, especially with men, because men tend to be possessive. It's not really unless they're really out here and they don't care what you're doing, which is a problematic in and of itself. Because even if a man is out here doing him, he don't want to hear about you doing you. He might like you enough to where, yes, I'm not going to press you to stop doing what you're doing, but I don't want to hear about it. Let's be clear, right? There's probably men, I don't know this for certain, but there's probably men that I've communicated with. If I ever brought up another man, even if we don't talk for real or anything like that, that's going to mess up their whole day. That's going to mess up their whole day. And they're going to try to lock it down prematurely because they don't want that woman to be with nobody else. Not because they actually want to be with her or they're ready for a relationship. It's like, no, I don't want you moving around. I want you here. And most men are aware that's not fair. If they're not ready and they're not in that space, they shouldn't lock down no woman. But there's men that don't care about whether it's fair or not. They just want to lock it down. Women want to be locked down. So what do? They utilize the jealousy test to make a man feel like there's other options and that they need to go ahead and settle down. That's what women do. It's an effective tool. In the past, I've definitely used it. It works. I don't use it anymore. I don't feel like it's necessary anymore to do that. However, as a younger woman, absolutely. I use the jealousy test, and the jealousy test worked. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And it doesn't happen in the beginning, family. Jealousy test does not happen. We go on the first date. No, jealousy test is like we've been talking for 3 months. The jealousy test is we've been talking for a minute. We really have something going on. This woman has decided that she wants a relationship from you. You may not be moving as fast as she wants you to move, or she just wants to affirm that you really do care about her the way that you do. Is that toxic? Absolutely, but that's what they're doing, right? I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100% real with y'all. They use a jealousy test to see whether or not this man is going to settle down. Because that's ultimately the goal here. So yes, they use the fact that men are territorial, your biology, they're using your biology against you. Now, mind you, this can be flipped around, switched around to women, because women do the same thing. Women, if you let a woman know you've got options, that makes you more appealing to her, and she will work harder to lock you down. That's why, if you've ever heard about narcissists use a thing called triangulation. Triangulation is where they introduce another person into the dynamic that may not be present in order to keep you doing what you're doing. It's in order to keep you on the hamster wheel. What does that mean, Sam? That means that if I say, if a narcissist is saying, well, you know, you don't have to do it, I'll just get somebody else to do it, or I'm talking to other women, or they bring up their ex frequently and compare you to them. Like, that's to introduce another person into the dynamic to make you feel like you got to keep performing on such a level to not be their ex. You're like walking in desperate fear of not being their ex, and their ex ain't even in the picture. Right? But you're still having issues because you're tap dancing to the beat of somebody else that may not even be real. No, I don't. Somebody say if you're jealous, that means you don't feel like you deserve her. That's not true. That's not true at all. Any man can be jealous. I don't like this whole notion like, oh, you're insecure if you're jealous. No, you're human. You rocking with a woman, and that woman, even God is described as a jealous God. Why? Because anytime Israel in the Bible decided to worship other gods, it says God over and over again is jealous. Does that mean he's insecure? Does that mean he doesn't feel like he's good enough? No, that means he's a jealous God. He has a relationship with his people, and when his people decide to go elsewhere, and when his people decide to entertain other things, even God describes himself as jealous. So do I think jealousy is a bad thing? No, I think it's a human thing. I think it's an emotion that we have been given. However, how it drives us and how it dictates our behavior is what makes it toxic or not toxic. All right, y'all. We gonna go number 8. Number 8. Number 8. Number 8. The ambition test. The ambition test. The ambition test. So number 8, the ambition test is she asked questions about his career goals and future plans. Now, y'all know this test. This is not a subtle test. This is to see, okay, where are you at in life? Where are you at in life? Where are you at in life? So women are asking these questions to see, what are you doing? What you got going on? Do you have the ability to take care of her? Do you have the ability to contribute? Do you have the ability to be something more than just whatever? They're trying to see what you got going on. That's exactly what women are doing. They want to know what you got going on in your life, whether you're an ambitious man. Women you don't need to be a final product or a finished product. I think that's something that people say a lot, like, oh, I need to be a final. No, you don't need to be a final product. No. She just needs to believe in where you're going. She needs to see motion. She needs to see that, okay, you're getting to where you say you're getting to. Some men will say, I'm going to be, I want to be an NFL star, and they're 42. It's like, okay, well, that's not likely, can't say it's impossible, but it's not likely that at now 42, you've been having these dreams of being an NFL star and you've never been drafted. You've never gotten into a D1 school. You don't have to necessarily get into a D1 school, but you weren't drafted. There was no talks of being drafted. You've been trying out every 3 years for the last 10, 20 years, and you still haven't gotten in, and we're still talking about the same thing. No, it's about, do I believe in your vision? If you telling me a vision, I believe in it. Do I believe in it? Do I believe in what the fact that you have a way of being whoever you say you want to be? Do I believe in the vision that you have for your life? Are you a man that's working? Are you a man that has the ability to be a provider? Are you somebody who is not lazy? Somebody who is productive? That is something women care about. Looking for daddy energy. I've said this before. I call it daddy energy, which is protector and provider. You're looking for somebody who has that energy, you know, uh, somebody that naturally, yes, they've got things going on for themselves. Yes, they're ambitious. Yes, you don't have to be up under them for them to, or on top of them to get them to work or to get them to be productive in life. They have that self-awareness and that self-motivation to get things done. That is a very attractive quality. That is not everybody. Not everybody has that. Right? So again, women do this all the time. They just want to see, do you have motion? And can I believe in your motion? Do you have motion? And can I believe? Can I sink my teeth into your motion? Not everybody, we can't always do that. Hold on. Y'all, where are we at? We at number 8 or I think we're at number 8. It's number 9. Number 9. The social dynamics test. I think we're at number 9. Social dynamics test. Introducing him to friends or family. Friends first, usually. It's going to be friends. Introducing him to friends and observing how he interacts with their friends. I want to see how you interact with my friends. I think some people, they care more about how that friendship dynamic is than others. I'm one of them women at some point, not in the beginning. Over time, when we more locked in, I'll bring you around loved ones of mine to see how you respond. My family, I'm a family type of woman. I love family. I'm very close to my friends. And so for me personally, how somebody interacts with the people I love the most is very important to me. If they're rude, if they're disengaged, if they feel like they're too good to communicate with them, that is a complete turnoff. That is a complete, I cannot describe to you how much of a turnoff that is. It is a huge turnoff. Huge. When someone is not, how do I say? They do not interact with your family members well. That is a huge turnoff. So when somebody starts introducing you to friends, or they bring their friends around, because that's usually going to be the first person, or their sister or their brother, somebody that they're close to see how you respond to their loved ones. How does this work? People that are more family oriented are going to bring you around their family quicker because they have a closer relationship with their family, right? And so that might not be as weird, but at the end of the day, that's going to be a later test, I would assume. Some people, like I said, if they're closer, it might not be that, you might not be crazy within the first 6 months that you meet their family member, right? And that is a test to see how you interact. How do you interact with their family? You want to evaluate. Where are we here? Oh. You want to evaluate. Sorry, I got thrown off here. You want to evaluate how he handles meeting your family. That is very, 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 very important. You want to make sure that this person is compatible with your circle, that they're adaptable in the settings that you bring them in. These are very important things, important qualities if you're looking for a partner, especially somebody who values their loved ones in that way. Not everybody cares about whether they family or they friends like a person, but a lot of women do care. And so that is going to be a test. That is going to be a test that you might get put on. And y'all, here's number 10. Here's the last test. The handling interruptions test. This is a good one. I'm going to look at this a little bit differently than what the thing is. Handling interruptions is when how do they handle phone calls? How do they handle getting text messages? How do they handle that on a date? Now, they might observe whether or not you're on your phone the whole time. Like you're on this date, but you're not engaged. You're not trying to start conversation. They're just on their phones, scrolling through social media while they're with you. That is completely a turnoff. Completely a turnoff. Okay, so they're observing how you handle your phone. They're observing how you treat the date, the attention that you're giving them on the date. Like that matters. Now, yes, if a woman's more attracted to you, she's going to give you more passes. But if a woman is not as attracted to you, there's not going to be that many passes. But they are watching how you conduct yourself and how engaged you are, even when there's interruptions that come into the situation. Are you going to be respectful, or are you going to be like, no, forget you, I'm going to be on this phone the entire time that you're here? Like, no. Like, and somebody said, Timothy said, it depends on why they're on the phone. I agree. I 100% agree with you. Depends on why they're on the phone. Why are you picking up the call? That's true. But at the end of the day, like, it's a very rude thing, in my opinion. It's rude. When someone's on their phone, like we're going on a date or something like that, and they're on their phone the whole time, I'm like, why are we here? What do we do? What are we doing? It's a turn off. It's a turn off. And again, you have a great reason to be on your phone, and that's okay. But when you're always on your phone on the date, yeah, no, it's not. It's not it. I know guys I'm sure guys, y'all feel that way too. If you go take a girl on a date and she on her phone the whole time and she's not engaged and she's not giving you certain energy, that is going to feel some type of way. It just is. So it's very important, to be attentive on a date when you're giving somebody their time. I'm gonna give you guys one more and we're gonna call it a night. Respect for time test. The respect for time test. The respect for time test. This is a bonus one, y'all. Respect for time test. This is where she's paying attention to whether he's on time, whether he respects her schedule, whether he's trying to plan things in advance, or is everything at the last minute. Just those little things. Especially, I want to do a live at some point about me dating as a single mother. I can't do things at the last minute. I can't do it. So for me personally, if someone is always doing things at the last minute, they're not like asking me my schedule, they're not trying to figure out what do I have going on, like, hey, I know you have a child, like, what's your schedule like, let's get together, like the intentionality behind that, being respectful of someone's time, if you're always late, if you're, I said in the last one, if you're on your phone the whole time and you're not really respecting my time. And again, just respecting her schedule, respecting time. That's just what it is. Like, I want my time to be respected, and I want to respect your time. Like if you're only hit me up and it's like, last minute, like, oh, what you doing tonight? I need time in this situation to be able to make plans for childcare. If I can come out, like, I'm not gonna be able to come out like last minute. So it's very important that like someone respects your time. Men, this is for you as well. The woman's not respecting your time. If she's always late, if she's like always rescheduling, if it feels very like, I don't know how to describe it, but very disrespectful, that's not the person for you. You got to respect someone. We don't have so much time. Let me end here. We just don't have time to be out here. I think a lot of us, we just act like we just got time and time and time and time. We don't. Time is limited. It's a limited resource, and we do not know when our time expires. We just don't. I told you earlier that on Monday, I dropped my dog off to the vet, and I had all intentions of picking my puppy back up. And I didn't. She didn't make it through the day. I say this to say that it's so important for us to value time. Value your time. I don't care who it is. I don't care what they got going on. I don't care what they look like. If someone is not valuing their time, they're not valuing you. Because I've learned the hard way that time is so important. Time is so important. You don't want to look back on time and regret it. And there are things that I regret about the time I spent with my puppy, even though I only had 3 months with her. But there are things that I allowed to get to me that I wish I didn't. There's places where I lost patience and I shouldn't have. It's a very quiet live tonight. You've seen the last lives. You'll see that I had a puppy there with me. Tonight I don't have that. My puppy's gone. Take your time seriously. And if somebody is not valuing your time, they don't value you. And I think that as I walk into 2025, if I'm being completely transparent, it's one thing I'm not going to play with moving forward. You're not going to waste my time. I've seen what happened with my puppy. And I understand more now how valuable time is. Don't let nobody waste your time. Nobody. Let me go ahead and thank everybody that did a super chat today. Nikolai, thank you so much for the super stickers, Nikolai. Thank you for your support for the show. It means so much to me that you continue to support me the way that you do. Nikolai just went crazy tonight, y'all. Thank you so much, Nikolai. Thank you so much, Nikolai. And like I said, thank you, Benji and Charles. Thank you so much for joining and supporting the live. Let me go ahead and go to the chat, the thing. I see Michael. Thank you, Michael. I see Quinn. Thank you so much. I see Ashley. Ashley, I saw yesterday as well. Thank you, Ashley. I want to thank Brian. I want to thank everybody that's on here, you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the Cash App. Thank you so much for those who hit the super chats. Thank you guys tonight for joining us. I want to know in the comments below, what you thought about the live. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all, I love putting y'all on game. Even if I'm going through a process, even if I'm grieving a loss, that I'm going to come up and I'm going to show up for y'all because I do. I love doing this. I love interacting with you guys. It gives me energy when I don't have it. And so thank you guys for showing up for me and supporting me the way that you do. I can't thank you enough. We've been going on 2 or 3 years of doing this, and I'm just very grateful for the time that we've been able to. Well, actually, no, it's 2 years now because I started in December of 2022. So December 2024 is 2 years of me doing this, doing the YouTubes. And so thank you guys again for all your love and support. I just will just some quick housekeeping. I will not be posting content or going live for Christmas week, and up until I think after the holidays, all the Merry Christmas and the Happy New Year's, I'm not going to be going live. So this will be the last live for about 10 days. I'll be coming back and we'll get back in action. I'm just going to take a bit of a sabbatical, just get some time for myself, to just kind of get my head back together and come back as the best version of myself, to give you guys the best possible content that I can. I take it very seriously, and I really want to give you all the best. So I will not be going live next week. I will not be going live, I believe, the week after. If I do go live, I will give you guys an appointment, appointment. I will give you guys a shout. But I'm looking at possibly, if I'm looking at my calendar, it may be I think it might be the week, like January the 2nd might be the earliest I come on, is January the 2nd, that night. But I'll keep you guys posted. January 2nd may be the time. I might hold off until the week of the 6th, where I will get back to my normal schedule. So I just want to let you guys know that now, since you guys are here. So again, I love y'all. I thank you guys so much for everything that you do. And I will see you guys after the new year. After the new year, I'll go live again. If I feel like going live, I'll just go live. But I might next week decide I'll just go live. But as for now, a scheduled live, I'll say after the new year. Be on the lookout for when I announce when I go live again. All right. I love you guys. Enjoy this. I want to comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. I love y'all. Bye-bye.